Hello everyone, this is Gitika Chawla from USPC Jain Public School, and today we will start question number 3 of exercise 3.3 of chapter 3 data handling of class 7th. So here first of all we'll read the statement from the book. See what is asking here in this book. See in this book they are asking here in question number 3 that number of children in 6 different classes are given below. Fine. In this table it is given that the number of children in 6 different classes are given below. Represent the data on the bar graph. See here, these are the number of children. In 5th class there are 135 children. In 6th class there are 120. In 7th class there are 95 students. In 8th there are 100 students. In 9th there are 90 students. In 10th there are 80 students. Fine. This is the data which is given to us in the form of table, and what they are asking here, represent the data on the bar graph. So what we will do here, first of all we have to represent this data in the bar graph, and then we will give the following answers of questions here. So let's start the solution here. See here in this, first of all what they are asking, represent the data on the bar graph. So as according to the question, I have used different colors on the bars to represent the different class strength here. So see, first of all this one horizontal line is representing the classes like 5th class, 6th class, then 7th class, then 8th, then 9th, then 10th class, and then here this one vertical line is representing the number of children in each class. And one more thing, see here, you can see in this book you can see here the minimum data is 80 and the maximum data is 135. So what we'll do here, we will take the intervals gap as 10 here. It means to say here in 1 unit, see in 1 centimeter we are going to take 10 children there. Fine. So this is the scale that 1 centimeter is representing here 10 children. So according to here that we have to represent 135 students in 5th class. So we'll draw according to bar graph. I had taken a gap of 10. Fine. 10 units gap, that 1 centimeter representing 10 students here, children. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, then 100, 110, 120, 130 and 140 here. But I have to represent 135. So as you know that between 130 and 140 there is 135. So this is the central line of this, and this is representing 135. And these are the students in class 5th. Then same here in 6th we have to represent 120 students. Then see here on the same 120 I will just draw a bar graph, and it will be a vertical bar graph. Then same here in 7th I have represented 95, and the 95 is lying between 90 and 100, so it will be 95 will be here only. And here then in 8th you can see 100 students are there, and we can represent 100 easily. So 100 is here, represent the students in 8th class. Then in 9th you can see here it is given that there are 90 students in 9th standard. So in front of 9 we'll just draw a bar here like this, and in 10th it is given that there are total strength 80 students in 10th standard. So in this way we will represent the bar graph, and just remember one thing, that the bar must be of same width and there should be the same gap between the bars here. Fine. So in this way the first one part we have represent the data on the bar graph, and we have represented here. Now see what he is asking here. In A part, how would you choose a scale? So as I have explained to you already that how we have represented a scale, that I have taken 1 unit or 1 centimeter as 10 children. So 1 centimeter or 1 unit, this one is 1 unit here, and this is also representing 1 centimeter. So you can also write 1 unit equals to 10 children. Fine. Then same here, see in B part what they are asking here, which class has a maximum number of children and a minimum. So you can see here according to this bar graph, you can see this one bar is the largest bar, the longest bar you can say. So this means to say here that shows that in 5th class there is maximum number of students. Fine. Then same here in which class there is minimum number of children here. In the minimum you can see here in 10th there are only 80 children. So it means to say here in 10th class it has minimum number of children here. So same here, see in next part what they are asking here, find the ratio of the students of class 6 to the students of the class 8. To whose ratio we have to find out? The students of class 6th So in 6, how many students are there? You can see 120, and to the ratio to the students of the class 8th here. So in 8th, how many students are there? It is an 8th, it is 100 here. So what we'll do here? We will divide 120 by hundreds. So write here in this way the ratio of class 6 students, then class 8th student, then like 6th strength, then 8th strength, then solve it, and after solving we got here 6 by 5, but we have to find out the ratio because they are asking to find the ratio. So write here 6 ratio 5. So in this way you can simplify with question number 3.